Welcome to the Tellabs Optical LAN Advanced Procedures video using SNMP on the Tellabs OLTs. Simple Network Management Protocol, or SNMP, is an Internet standard protocol used to monitor and manage network devices connected over an IP. The purpose of this video is to provide instructions on how to implement SNMP services on the Tellabs Optical LAN OLT. The topics covered in this video will be an overview of the Tellabs Optical LAN OLT support of SNMP and the process for configuring SNMP support. The Tellabs OLT supports standard SNMP version 2, version 3 interfaces at the OLT. This interface provides surveillance of the state of the UNI and N&I ports of the system. It also supports emitting of traps for all events and alarms in the system. This allows using standard SNMP tools to monitor and get surveillance of the ports. Counters are also available at SNMP. Tellabs is interoperable with all SNMP tools like SolarWinds, Network Node Manager, and HP OpenView. SNMP is also used by many of the policy engines like Cisco ISE, Forescout Counteract, and Aruba ClearPass. Tellabs OLTs are primarily managed by the EMS and do not have write access to many of the attributes within the SNMP MIB. For the most part, the writable attributes are limited to port admin states to allow remote enabling and disabling of ports. To configure SNMP in the EMS, right-click on the corresponding OLT in the common tree. Select Properties, then the SNMP tab. SNMP is disabled by default and must be enabled. The admin can be set to any value desired and defaults to the IP address of the OLT. The Manage SNMP User button allows the creation of users that permit authentication of the incoming SNMP request. The SNMP user must be created prior to the SNMP parameter, as the user is part of the trap parameter. Go to SNMP User Administration and add a user. Press Add to create a new SNMP user. Enter the username to be used in authentication. Typically, this user is used for both SNMP get sets and traps. The security model should be USM for SNMP version 3. The community string is only used for SNMP version 2 and will not be editable if USM is selected. The security level, authentication, and data encryption is used for SNMP version 3. Authentication protocol HMAC SHA-96 is recommended, but needs to be matched with the settings on the SNMP tool being used to monitor the OLT SNMP MIBs. Enter the same password established in the SNMP tool. Privacy protocol AES-128 is recommended. The privacy password should match the privacy password in the SNMP tool. Select a role for the drop-down list to agree with the level of access that you want to grant to the SNMP user. An admin user role will be needed to enable write access to the system. Click OK to save the user. If not already created, press SNMP parameter to create the trap user. Click Add to create a new parameter. Give a meaningful name to the trap user. SNMP version 2 and version 3 are supported. Version 3 is recommended and used in this example. The SNMP user is the one created for the SNMP tool. This user must be created first before the parameter is set. Storage type is always non-volatile. Clicking OK will save the trap user. You can now add a destination to the list. Identify the trap host name. Then select the parameter created that is valid for the trap receiver. Enter the destination IP to send the traps to and the port. 162 is standard. Permit trap as the notified type and enable the trap destination. Click Apply to save the settings. This concludes this video. In it, you have learned an overview of the Tellabs Optical LAN OLT support of SNMP and the process for configuring SNMP support.